Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We are the odds couple. We come from sportsbookreview.com. Things are starting to get a little bit intense because it is March.
I love that look on your face.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I'm getting excited. And we're talking right now with Joe Gavazzi from winningsportsadvice.com. It's Wednesday, March 1st, Wednesday afternoon. And, of course, we are looking at some games that tip off tomorrow on Thursday in college basketball. And Mike Brenner, this is an interesting one. We're going to take a look at ODU and UTEP. Mike Brenner, I don't know if you remember this, but a while back in one of our live shows when UTEP had covered about 5 or 6 in a row, one of the people, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember this? Someone asked, does UTEP continue to cover? And I responded, yes. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. That was one of the trains that was rolling, baby.
And I mentioned it, and I said, yes, what? I do. And actually, they've covered every single game since. Yes. One of them was a road favorite line that went into overtime. But they've continued to cover. They've now covered 11 in a row, and the last 3 were by margins. 2 of those 3 were by double digits.
I know.
So it has not been fluky overall, UTEP dominating ATS. Now, they're going to be up against Old Dominion, who was a little bit iffy ATS at times this year, but now they've covered their last 4 games in a row, and 3 of those covers were by double digits. So ODU is picking it up here. This is a tough one. Yeah. I would lean UTEP again at plus 2.5, though. Do you have anything to say before we go to Joe Gavazzi?
Well, I'm actually gonna stay off of this one, and I love doing these videos with Joe. It gives us an edge, and it's that time of year weather-wise. I wanted to ask Joe, how's the weather up there? Because he's from some parts up north where I am. But you know what? It's March Madness. Joe never gets out of the house anyway, so I'm not going to ask that question. But I will ask him who he thinks has the edge, and I would not at all be surprised if it's the dog.
Yeah, I think it is. Joe Gavazzi, UTEP plus 2.5 for a 12th straight cover, or ODU minus 2.5 for a 5th straight cover.
Crazy line. UTEP should never be the dog in this game.
Yep.
And I'll be surprised if it stays there, to be honest with you. You've hit the nail on the head when you've spoken about the UTEP run, which we've talked about, the 3 of us, many times in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Let's look more specifically at this game, however. You mentioned the Old Dominion run. 4-0 against the spread. Every win by 14 or more points, covering the number by 48 points. That's why this line remains propped up. These teams are tied for 3rd and 4th place, and of course they wish to stay there. But UTEP at this price has to be the value choice, for the run by ODU pales in comparison to what the Miners have done. Starting the season 2-13 straight up with a 12-game losing streak, Tim Floyd and his savvy guards, artists from Oregon and Omega Harris, have completely turned things around, along with Floyd's amoeba defense. They have won 11 of 13 games, covered 11 straight, by a combined margin of 143 points. That's 13 points a game. And I repeat to you again, this line remains where it would have been at the start of conference play. No way. We're all over UTEP if they're a dog, and still, maybe if they're a small favorite of a point or 2. We continue to ride this train and won't get off until they fail to cover. UTEP, our selection in this game.
Plus 2.5. That's what I'm thinking as well.
And we nailed that one on the head. I had a feeling he was going that way. And Joe and I, we talked about it about with Tim Floyd, that coach. This guy's got experience at every level, so he knows how to get players up. But there's something that happened with that team when they were on that down, and they were on a spiral, and they have not stopped since. I think the home crowd's going to absolutely just seal the deal. And also, by tomorrow, would not be surprised if this is a pick 'em.
Or UTEP a small favorite. We'll see where it moves when it opens market wide. We'll see where it closes. As of right now, the early line I have for reference is UTEP plus 2.5. Joe Gavazzi, give a plug for winningsportsadvice.com.
Love to. winningsportsadvice.com, where there's sporting news that you can use, including free selections from time to time and always great offers. It's winningsportsadvice.com, Joe Gavazzi's site exclusively. Thanks, guys. Good talking to you, and good luck out there.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe, and let's have a great March Madness.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.